One video I would love to see from Comics Explained, or at least somebody do it, which I guess I should just type it in and try to look for it myself. But I would rather Comics Explained do it because he just does it too well. And it's the fact of let's review what happened in the movies before Marvel Studios. It's like some I can understand, like X-Men, we can understand X-Men 2, we can understand technically, someone already told me about Lady Deathstrike and everything. Kind of like to get a refresher on that though. X-Men 3, that's been already done. Dark Phoenix, that's already been done. It's like all the X-Men, I think all of them have been already talked about, at least up to this point. But what about the other things? Like for instance, the first Punisher movie. It would be cool to actually have someone talk about that. Rob. Number 2 is Punisher War Grounds. Sorry, War Game. And that's the weird part. It's like Punisher, or was it Punisher Warzone? That's how messed up it is that I really want to own that movie and watch it again because I only watched it once. And that's one movie I don't want to freaking diss. I would like to watch that movie again. And apparently it was Jigsaw. That's the messed up part. It's like I didn't really understand what happened in the movie because it's been so long, and it's kind of crazy actually hear like, oh well, it turns out, and spoiler for those who haven't seen it, run for your life. Punisher, the end of Punisher season 1, we get an introduction to Jigsaw. So his best friend is gonna introduce his best friend is gonna turn into Jigsaw, which in movie Warzone we got to already see Jigsaw in action. And I do remember it was kind of horrible. It was, oh God, oh my gosh, lots of blood and everything. Daredevil doesn't need to be explained, of course. I guess technically for Hulk, like the original Hulk movie, I guess you could kind of explain about Bruce Banner's father and the idea of turning him to a scientist. And it's like, yeah, we gotta see where's that's based off of. That would be cool to actually see. I already have Fantastic Four. Those 2 movies, technically 3, but those 2 movies already been explained, you know. It's like Doom, we already figured out what Doom has. You already talked about it. You already talked about Galactus and Silver Surfer. There's no real need to actually talk about it all over again. Let's see, any other movies that needs to be talked about? That was, I think that's well, of course, Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider and Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance, those is a great idea because I get it. He says, my name is Legion. It's like, I would like to actually get more context of freaking damn that. And what about the other one where it's like, yeah, I would like to see what comic book they based that off of. And of course, I would like to just talk about Mephisto. It's like, frick, talk about Mephisto. Because it's a good idea to talk about him, and that would be just something very cool. Of course, Blade, however, Blade doesn't need to be talked about. I mean, yeah, it'd be cool to talk about him, but we don't need to talk about Blade. Blade is a good movie anyways, a good trilogy anyways, even though the third one is getting like a middle finger. But still, either way, it still is a good freaking franchise, and that doesn't need to be explained because it's just good all without even knowing information. Let's see, anything else that I forgot? I think that's everything. I think that's every single one that needs to be talked about. That was a movie of Marvel, but we just never got anything to actually talk about it. Let me just think one more time. The crazy part is that, yeah, we had Marvel movies coming out every year, which was pretty cool. I think that's about it. I think that's pretty much it. You already talked about Wolverine's origins and stuff like that. I think Storm was already touched on a little bit. I think that's about it. Of course, we can go to DC, but DC, yeah, I think I already understand enough. It's like, I think I understand enough already. It's just too bad about Catwoman, though. I mean, that new version of her seems pretty damn cool. Should have just put in the damn comic books. But okay, fine, frig it. Apparently Catwoman can't be black, but Superman sure can.